At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability, ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and I am thrilled to have you join me on this transformative journey. You see, every day we dive into a powerful conversation about self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery, where we believe that loving yourself is the first step to living a fulfilling life. You can expect insightful discussions, practical tips, and inspiring stories. Plus, we'll occasionally welcome special guests who will share their unique perspectives on self-love and personal growth. So get comfy, grab your favorite beverage, and let's embark on this journey together. Because it's time to embrace the beautiful person that you are. So let's elevate our lives one episode at a time. Now let's get started. All right, my beautiful people. Well, welcome back to the Season of Self-Love podcast, where you get your daily dose of inspiration. I'm your host, Nyomi Banks, and today we are wrapping up the month of January with an episode that sets the tone for the rest of the year. Now, as you know, the theme of this year is the year of the rebirth. And as I shared with you the other day, I have been rebirthing. Yes. But January focus was us about being new beginnings, having new beginnings. So we explore so much this month, from letting go of old paradigms, setting intentions, and being open for awareness and messages, right? Having new, fresh perspectives on things, right? So before we dive into this theme that we're going to have today, we want to equip you. We want to equip you with something that I think is going to be so transformative. And that's your personal mantra for the year. I'm excited. You know why I'm excited? Because we got Dr. Will with us today. And y'all know he is a wordsmith. Just to help us to craft this mantra, I am joined by our incredible resident therapist, Dr. Will. And Dr. Will will be guiding us with his wisdom and expertise he's always has in our mental wellness and everything like that. And I know today's conversation is going to be so inspiring. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this one, and it will definitely leave you inspired and empowered. But before we get down to this, don't forget to download the free copy of our workbook, The Year of the Rebirth. Again, it's packed with exercises and tools to help you stay aligned with the things we discuss at this podcast. Then you can find the link in the show notes and on our website. But before we bring Dr. Will to the stage, I'm going to take a quick break, all right? It's your girl, the Goddess, Nyomi Banks, here on this Season of Self-Love podcast. We'll be right back. Hey, it's your girl, the Goddess, Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by. Me and Dr. Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to xnyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you.
Washington Wellness Institute focuses on healing always. For me, if I look good, then I feel good. If I feel good, then I share the good. If I share the good, then I celebrate the good. If I celebrate the good, then I live the good. So I can be paid to be my greatest. But I have to learn the good to be the good.
So, what does it take to be the greatest? It's as simple as a free 15-minute consultation. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
All right, my beautiful people. Well, welcome back. Hey, Dr. Will.
It is splendid and spectacular to be here with you today.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I am so excited for this one.
This is the good one. This is the good one. We get to be free range about this.
Yes, this is so good. This month has been truly a eye-opening, amazing month for me, for us here on the
Mm.
season of self-love. We had some, amazing guests on our Wisdom Wednesday. Listen to that. Wisdom Wednesday. As well as just, a new lineup of different things. We have you every Monday with our Mindset Monday, but just us learning about synchronicity, awareness, different exercise that we can apply in our daily lives, like truly, really apply them. But when I say, okay, hold on, we need to do something just a little different. We got to get something prepared them that they can have in their own, their own toolbox that they can kind of do. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. Let's do the mantra, because I know Dr. Will got some stuff going on.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. Let's do this. I've been prepping for this. This is great.
Beautiful, beautiful. But also, I want you to take us out this month, on this Monday month. You know how we do it, my beautiful people out there. Before we get into the topic at hand, we take a nice little grounded meditation just to ground ourselves before we get into the topic. But today, Dr. Will lead us into this meditation. Go ahead, Dr. Will.
Thank you so much. So let's just start by relaxing our bodies, noticing our breath, listening to our body. Just inhaling in with your nose. Exhale through your nose as well. I want you to keep your mouth closed this time, right? So in with your nose, out with your nose. Allow your lips to be sealed. Follow your breath. I want you to think of a word that inspires you. A word that brings light, strength, courage, determination to your soul, to your heart, to your mind. Focus on your breath as you think about this word. That word cannot be released through your lips. It has to stay in your body. It has to stay in your heart. I want you to feel that word getting warmer, kind of like a small fire, warming the center of your chest. Every moment you breathe into it, you allow it to build. You allow it to go through your legs, to your feet, to your toes, through your arms, through your fingertips, up to your neck, around your mind. Every moment you breathe, that word gets warmer. This is the word that will inspire you to be the very thing you've always needed to be. Allow this word to sit in your heart. Allow this word to sit in your mind. Allow this word to guide your spirit. And as you slowly come back, allow a deep inhale and a deep exhale so that you can find the beginning of your newest path. Congratulations, you made it through the first month of the new year.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I got mine. Y'all got your word.
I'm like, make sure you write it down. Don't forget that word either.
I got my word. I got my word. If you are new here to the Season of Self-Love podcast, this is something we do every day, Monday through Friday. It's a nice grounded meditation. But this one was a special one, wasn't it, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going to get some emails, some DMs. Say, ooh, I felt that in my toes. I did.
Mm-hmm. Love that.
Yes, I felt that one in my toes. All right, my beautiful people. So let's talk about the importance of a personal mantra. Let's talk about Dr. Will. Again, welcome back. Thank you for that amazing meditation there. Let's get to it. Let's talk about the basics. Let's get with the basics. Can you
Yes.
explain what a personal mantra is and why it is such a powerful tool of self-improvement, empowerment?
Yes. So the value and the preciousness of a mantra is knowing that your word, your statement, is a declaration of your highest self and your deepest connection and devotion to a source that believes and knows you. So it is the key to unlocking thousands of years of ancestral wisdom, life, past, present, and future. It is truly the ancestral compass of our lives. It has the power of life and death. It has the power to unbind and create. It has the power to destroy and release. It has the power to nurture and heal. It has the power to harm. And so everything you do in your life is a connection to a mantra. It's a pattern, a statement that manifests over time. And so just like, a blossom or a gardening, over time, it slowly happens. And it happens so much, so slowly that you don't even realize when it's done and the next one is started. So that's why mantras are so powerful and so beautiful. And I'm so glad that we're starting this at the end of the first month.
Yeah.
So you got your 30-day trial. So now it's time to be like, okay, so what are you betting on now? Right? Now it's time to bet. You got 11 more of these months. So this is the perfect timing. I'm so glad you did this, Nyomi.
Yeah. We always talk about how words are so powerful and they're so magical. And when we start to use them in the right form, in the right way for ourselves and moving forward, oh my God, it'll be so amazing. When I tell you what things open up for you, really the whole January has been an example of truly what using your words and putting them in mantra that has been for me. There's something that I do every morning at my altar is I write down my present moment now, but I write it like everything is already done. I write it like everything is, and I put names, and I think we talked about this before, everything. But before I do that, I do a mirror exercise. And I have certain things that I say. I remember giving this assignment with an e-course that I did about a year ago. And I remember asking them to choose 9 values that fit who they are and their ingredients of who they are, and put it in a poem or something like that. I use that as my mantra of me or who I am. And that helps me through the day. Like right now, it's sitting right here. It used to be upstairs at my work desk there, but I brought it down here because this is where I spend most of my time. And so when I'm able to look over to my right, I'm able to see exactly what that is. So I'm able to say this all day, every day to myself. You know what I'm saying? And what it does is it embeds into me. It marinates me. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said that. And you know that you have the mantra for you when it becomes a ritual in your daily life, and then it becomes a practice, then it becomes a judgment, then it becomes a discernment, and then it becomes a lifestyle. That's how you know it. The manifestation develops, right? And your body and the psyche of it all too. Your mindset, your genetic code, your literally psychological frame changes.
Yes.
So it has internalized affect and promise, and it can determine so much of your wellness as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm so glad we're talking about this.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, listeners, I want y'all to just know, how important it is for when we talk about here. I mean, we have a key good time here and just sharing so many things. But my beautiful people, it is time for us to truly elevate. We're talking about self-love. We want those relationships with others, right? But guess what? We gotta have that relationship with ourselves. And this is where we can do it. Can't nobody else do it for you. You gotta do it for yourself. And that's what we do here. Dr. Will is going to help you on this journey right here with this personal mantra right here. We gonna do this in one of our sessions when we do our conventions and our seminars.
Ooh.
Yes. I've already said it.
I love
Clock
this.
is done.
Yep, done. Done.
Done. Done. Clocked it.
Done.
Done. Yes. Done. Done.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. All right. So can you share an example of a mantra and that has a significant impact on someone's life, even your own?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I went through a very, very deep hurting about I needed to feel loved. And I didn't know how to really sit in that feeling. Where I was just this pain aching of like, I want to be loved. I want to be loved. And because I kept doing a mantra of I'm not feeling loved, I'm not feeling loved, I was opening myself up to anybody and anything that would give me attention and not
Mm,
intention.
mm,
And so I was around people that didn't have the proper intentions for me. And they left a negative impact in my life and hurt things around me. And so I was feeling spiritually low. And when you're spiritually low, whoo,
mm,
it's like putting candy on the floor. Ants just they swarm up. They come in. They take pieces and pieces and pieces, and you don't even realize that they're doing it because they're doing it with a smile. They look really pretty.
mm.
They speak really well,
Yeah.
right? And there's moments where they and you don't even realize it until they leave the house. You realize you don't have anything in your home,
Yeah.
and so at a spiritual low point, I had to find something to believe in. And
Mm,
so I was praying, I was sitting, I was in therapy sessions, talking about it. I was acknowledging my behaviors, but there was still something missing. There was nothing developing inside of me.
mm,
I didn't put anything developing inside of me. And so I went to the mantra. And so for me, I sat down, I got a piece of paper. I wrote down my mantra, something that only I can say, something that only I can believe in.
mm,
And it was a command,
mm,
right? And so for me, I said, I deserve the love that I require. I deserve the love that I require. I deserve the love I require. And I said it 108 times because that's what was on my beads, my
mm,
mala beads. And so I would say it every single morning. Every morning I would wake up between 5 and 7 a.m. and I would pray this and I would say it, do reading. And I would
mhm,
sit and I would say this thing. And every single day I would say it. I would get better at it. I would actually memorize it because before I would have to write it and read it. And
mhm,
before when you say it, you're putting sound waves out. You're
mm.
putting frequency out into the universe. And you're speaking these positive affirmations that become a mantra. The difference between a positive affirmation and a mantra, the affirmation is a statement of affirming your state, your belief in your
Yeah.
presence. But a mantra is I am manifesting something greater inside of me to connect to something higher.
Mm,
And so I kept bringing this, and I said it for so long that I ended up actually finding the peace of my own heart again.
mm,
And what it
mm.
did was it allowed me to be receptive to people,
Yeah.
but not surrender myself to anything. The only thing I'm surrendering myself is to a higher power or to my own standard.
Mm,
And I'm learning the discipline now to actually do that. So that positive affirmation manifested, developed, created a discipline, a value, and now a healthier lifestyle. And now when I feel like I've lived it, now I'm ready to make a new one.
mm,
Now I have to go back in and say, what is my highest self commanding of me?
mm.
What is my highest self commanding of me? And this is the one time when you make a mantra, you get to make a command about the greatness of who you've been designed to be. This is that moment. You get to say that and you get to believe in that. So I hope that that kind of helps people kind of orient. It's not just a phrase that sounds cool. It's no, I'm making command about my greatness and no one can take that away from me.
Right. I love that. Thank you for that. Now that we got a little understanding of the power of what a personal mantra is, Dr. Will, you want to guide them through creating their first one? You think
Ooh, I would be honored to do that. Really? You gonna let me? You sure you don't want to do that?
yeah,
I don't want to take,
yeah,
look, you sure?
yeah,
That's all right.
do it.
All right. Done. Done. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So first get your purpose paper and your purpose journal or purpose pen and purpose paper and make sure that there's nothing on that paper. Not even a piece of dust, no pepper flake, no juice, nothing on that paper. Nothing. This is This is a pure Canva, right? Nothing. Good. Look, that's good. Look, what's that? Was
A
it
heart.
clean?
It's a heart.
So look, we got heart. Okay. So I want you to look at that paper, and I want you to think about your life right now. What are you going through? Who are you connected to? What's about to happen? What are you hoping that's going to happen? What's around you? Just really visualize all those things that are happening right now. The people, the places, the things, the experiences. It can be good, bad, or ugly. It doesn't matter. Manifestations above all those things. So just bring them all in. And I want you to imagine yourself looking over all of them. Almost like you're an omnipotent being. You're looking above them all, looking down. Then I want you to look up and you see a sun or a moon looking at you. What is the thing that you want them to know about what you deserve? I deserve. I want. No wants, right? You can't want this. This is what you deserve. This is what you claim. I am somebody that. I desire this. I am my. Just allow that statement. Because you're speaking to your highest self. You're connected to something greater. Take your time. And make sure it's something simple that you can say easily. Because this is something that you should say over 100 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that you should say when you're on a lunch break and you got maybe 5 minutes till you get to go somewhere else. This should be something that you can say on the way to the grocery store, or if you're on the bus traveling. This is something you can say before you have a hard conversation. One example I had was with the one survivor. It was, I am the protector that needed protecting. I am the protector that needed protecting. And she said that every time she was in the altercation, and she learned how to leave by learning her power. So this is the thing that's going to be everything you've been. So you think you got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now that you have it, I want you to take that paper out of its binding. Take it out of its binding. I know I don't want to mess up your notebook like that. I know. Look, I know you feel a way about it. Just stay with me. Just stay with me. Just stay with me. And what I want you to do today is I want you to put it somewhere that's really precious to you. Your stomach, your chest. Put it on your back. Put it on your butt so you can sit on top of it. Put it in your shoes so you walk with it. Whatever it may be. But I need you to carry it for one day.
Okay.
And I want you to sit on top of that for one day and just keep that with you. And then once you're done, I want you to put it in a special place where every morning you will see it and you will say it 108 times.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can say it the number that you believe is the number of completion for you. So what number is completion for you?
So let me tell you, 108, you gave me 108. You said 108 times. My number is 9. My number is 9.
Ooh. So yeah. So you gotta say that. Oh, see, you could say that 108 times 9 times, right? That's a lot of times.
Okay. I'm gonna challenge myself that. I'm gonna challenge myself to do that every day in February.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my challenge.
Yes. And when you do it, think
My
about what you want to do before you say it, and think about what you want to do after you say it. For me, I wash my body. I put oils on. I
Mm-hmm.
say my prayers. I acknowledge my ancestors. I play music,
Mm-hmm.
and then I say my mantra.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I think about all the people I'm going to see today. And then I go and I make sure I give the warmness back to my home.
Yeah.
Right. And so it starts with that intentionality.
Yeah.
And so that's how I started. And then sometimes I'll say it when I'm having a rough day in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. This right here. Yeah. This
I
cherry
want to see
on
it. I
top
want
of
to see it.
yeah.
I'm nosy.
It's only it's one word, but that one word for me is so big because it says so much about me owning my worthiness, owning
Mm,
my self-acceptance. This is us going into next month. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
All of that. And so, when I told you about what I have right here,
Mm-hmm.
and this is who I am, this is what I believe, and all of these things it makes me what I desire, what I am.
Mm,
When I look at myself, that is who you are, through it
yes.
all. I deserve it. I desire it. I
Mm-hmm.
am. So that one word right there.
And know that this is a blossom. So it's gonna blossom in different ways.
Yeah.
And you don't have to control how that blossoms. All you have to do is make sure the intentionality, the time you do it, and the state of mind you're in. You
Yes.
have to believe the lifestyle of that word. The
Yes.
lifestyle of that word.
See, I like that. I love that. That's when you it took us through. You see, my eyes were closed, so I was
Mhm.
going there with you. I was going there with you, and I thought about my poem right here that I wrote. I thought about that, and I thought about me saying this every morning when I come in here, And I thought about the other words, and I said, all of this comes down to one word, one word,
Mhm.
one word for me.
One word from me.
Yeah.
Yes. And when you sit on that, and I'm telling you, the phases are unique because you start saying it, and your throat might get a little dry saying it for so long. Then you start ending up your throat won't hurt that much. People might change around you. Things might be different, the way you speak and listen to other people. Animals might be different to you. Also, be careful of the colors you wear. Right? I like to wear blue the next day because blue is the throat chakra. Right? So I like to think that what I speak and what I listen to are very powerful. So everything becomes, well, what color does that word mean? Right? And what is
Mhm.
the meaning of that color of that
Mhm.
word? What's the animal that connects to that?
Mhm.
What's the environment? What's the element? Right?
Mhm.
We have to honor this word in our lives and see how it's manifested through all around us. So I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what's going to happen for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm excited too. I am. You see the
Mhm.
smile on my face,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Tease it. Yes. I love it for you. I love it for you.
that's that cherry on that top. That's
Hmm.
all right. So for me, this is not only personal, but it's also a very powerful for me. But I know there's a lot of people that's they're I don't know how can I make that mantra both powerful and personal? Because some people wants to separate those things. So how can
Yeah.
they make one at that together for both of them, personal and powerful?
Mm. The trick to this is personal and power. Power is personal because it's identity, right? So you have to ask yourself, where is your power and where do you feel like your power lies, right? Is it the power in you? Is the power in what you do, or is the power with who you're with?
Right.
So
Mm,
first acknowledge where your power is. Then
yeah,
we can decide who you are.
yeah. I like that. I want to go back just a few steps back. There is something that you said when you first began talking. You said that you were looking for attention and not intention.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just leave it right there. I can't just leave it right there with you. I
Mm-hmm.
want you to explain to our listeners what that statement means because that is a powerful statement. Because we find ourselves getting confused what attention is
Mm.
and intention is. when
Yeah.
it comes to looking for something in a relationship, whether it's love, whether it's friendship, whether it's whatever. Could you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep it very real. Attention is me pouring out. Intention is me pouring in.
Mm,
And a lot of us have paying so much attention
mm-hmm,
that we don't realize what we don't even have left.
mm,
And so you think about even just work at a job. People are paying you money to pay attention to their company. They don't
mm-hmm.
care about you. They care about how you pay attention to their company. I'm paying you a hourly wage
Yeah,
to do the job at my company. They don't care about what's happening at home. They care about you being here on time.
yeah,
The intention is I'm pouring back into you to make sure,
yeah,
do you have everything you need to be present here today at my company?
yeah,
Tell me what your barriers are so that you can be present here at this company. That's why my company is a clinician-centered company. I make sure my clinicians have the things that they say that they need to be present with who
yeah,
they are so that they can pay attention to my clients for my
yeah,
company,
yeah.
right? So it's very important to make sure that attention is pouring out, intention is pouring in. So what are you pouring into yourself today?
Mm,
You
I
know,
love that.
I stay hungry if I feed somebody else my fork. You know,
Hello.
you ever had food on your own plate and you feed somebody else and be like, why am I so hungry? You know what I mean? So it's important to really understand your intentionality of
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Oh, I love that. I had to when you said that. I said, oh, I have to go back. I'm gonna have to go
You
back to
did.
that. Yeah.
You listen to everything. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes. I'm forever learning. I am always. I'm a student always. I'm a student first.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was
Yes,
beautiful.
always, always. All right. So say this. Let's give our listeners an example. If someone's core value is resilience,
Mm,
how might that mantra sound?
mm. So for me, there are three ways. So the first one is just resilience and like holding your body in a way that feels like it's resilient. So give yourself the stance, right, of what resilience looks like. So you know, when I'm resilient, my back is straight, my shoulders are back, my head is up,
Mhm,
right? My stomach is in. I walk with a direction, not because I just have to be there. I
mhm,
walk with direction. I am resilient. I'm going through the thing that is causing adversity. So
mhm,
that's a physical way. The mental way would be I am mentally creating a world or a routine to hold myself accountable in that way of resilience, right? So a resilient person would eat this much. Resilient person would make sure they eat these things and go here and go to the park for I'm a resilient. I'm going with that. And then the third way is I'm creating resilient as a relationship.
mhm,
What does it mean to be resilient in my relationship? Which means that I have a tolerance, an endurance, and a patience. And I have to make sure that all three of those levels are healthy and they
yeah,
have a limit,
mm,
right? And so those are the three ways to think about it. And then with the actual mantra of it is it could be the word, or it could be a statement and says, my resilience is my peace.
mm,
My resilience is my peace. My resilience is my peace. So then when something takes you out of your peace, it is no longer resilient.
mhm,
You don't need to have resilience for that anymore.
mhm,
My resilience is my peace. So when something throws you off of that, then you need to let it go. Or resilient, a mantra could be the things the things I desire will be resilient for me. The things I desire will be resilient for me. Or I am the resilience I seek. My resilience is my name. My resilience is my friendship. My resilience knows my name. And so just statements that allow you to take you back to the beginning, right?
mhm,
The whole point is a mantra is supposed to be spoken out and it comes back in, right?
yeah,
It's like a reverb, right? It goes out and it takes in. It goes out, it comes back in. And so you're pouring out, you're pushing back in. You're pouring out, you're pushing back in. And so your statement has to remind you of the cycle of growth. And you're stacking, you're stacking, you're stacking, you're stacking. And so it should be a statement that reminds you of how foundational that word
yeah,
means to you,
yeah,
right? And sometimes you might have to look up the word too, because sometimes you might forget the definition of the word and make
mhm,
sure it's the right definition. Because once you say that's your mantra
yeah,
and you get the wrong word, it won't it will manifest in ways that are not beneficial to you. That can
right,
happen too.
yeah. Right.
I
So
hope
let me
that makes
ask you
sense.
this, because I know that you shared on how you do your mantra during the day, but once someone has their mantra, how can they incorporate it into their daily lives?
Yes. So this is principle 4 of my healing model. It's be everything, expect nothing. Where in the center of my life, I have to know, like for me, mine was I desire the love I give. 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 People came into me as clients. I had friends. I had family. I had coworkers. I had colleagues that came into my life with their stories and their life and whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking to myself, am I being loved right now? Or am I being here for, what is this? I had to ask myself, like, is this the love that I wanted to feel right now?
Right.
Is this the resilience I wanted to experience right now? Is this the ownership that I wanted to hold right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's you asking that question. Is this enough for what I am going through? You asking yourself that simple question really dismantles the expectation
Mm.
that had nothing to do with you. Many times people come into your life and they aren't thinking about what you had in your day. They just know that you're supposed to be there because you're there. So it's important to understand, to make it a daily routine, a daily lifestyle. You have to ask yourself the question, is this the thing that I wanted? Because the truth is you'll be thrown more tests
Yeah. Mm.
than anything. And we don't talk about that enough. That's one thing I know is we don't talk about the amount of tests that are thrown
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that. Literally, the day you make a mantra, the moment you wrote the word down, someone's going to call you and it's going to be a challenge immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to
Mm-hmm.
be like, why are you acting different? Why are you acting funny? Hey, I just made a mantra and I'm trying to figure it out right now. That you got to be honest. And they're not going to understand. And people that are going through their own journey, they'll be like, oh, I know that. Oh, okay. I got you. People that are not going through the journey are going to be mad at you for not giving them what they wanted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hear you on that one. I'm just coming back outside. I ain't been outside in years.
It's like, it's chilly out here.
Right, I ain't been out in years. I remember texting my group of friends, and we used to travel all the time together, just
Mhm.
birthdays and stuff like that. And I hadn't did anything in a while. And so, went out this past weekend for ABN weekend, and I said, I'm outside, y'all. I'm outside. Where are we going next year? Where are we going next year? It was like about damn time. But they understood and they knew, you know what I'm saying? They
Mhm.
understood and they know, like one of my good girlfriends, sometimes I lock my house down, meaning that there's no guest that could come in my house because I'm cleaning and cleansing my home and I want peace. I know people carry, yeah, I said people carry energy that sometimes
Mm.
not even theirs, a
Yeah.
resilient energy from whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes I just don't want to be in that space. But also, I am very true to me going to my altar and sitting down and understand that, okay, this is your time to, would you say, harbor, like be
Yeah.
hibernate in your space right now and get your
Mm.
your whole thing in order.
Yeah.
Because at a moment of time when you do open up, when you do open your home, it has to be your home has to be prepared.
Yeah.
Because at one moment, my house used to be like a revolving door. That's how my grandmother raised. Both of my grandmother raised me like that. Is that they always had people come in and out of their house because they were those type of women that helped everybody. People just come living in their homes, just helping everybody. And
Mm.
oh my God, I just thought about something
Mm.
in real time right now. Mm. And I'm going to share this with you all. And it just came to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both of my grandmother's homes are now family homes. They all family, they stayed into the family, and different
Mm.
family members have been the ones who take over since both of my grandmothers has passed away. When I look at and I hear about the state of both of those homes, mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm. Oh, this what makes me like, that is why I was guided to continue to do that. Now I understand.
Wow.
Now I so just, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. And if both of my grandmothers were here, those homes would not be like that at all, because they were very praying grandmothers. They put that energy into those spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they have been gone for over 10, 20, 30 years, 40 years, the ones that's there didn't continue with that.
Yeah. They didn't carry the torch.
No. Mm, mm.
Yeah.
I just get that. It just came to as I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, yeah.
Yeah. It's I I'm curious, how does that affect your heart and how does that affect your mantra?
For me, what it does for me, it's so funny because I am the oldest grandchild on my mom's side, and I'm like number 4 on my dad's side. And I've been able to watch everybody. That's what I'm called. I've just been a student of life, just watch everybody and everyone. And I've always kind of did things on my own, but I watch by watching them and what they don't do. Does that make sense? What they do and what they
Mm-hmm.
don't do. And so I applied that into my life. So watching those things and me going through my healing journey and understanding everything, if I wouldn't have went through there, I will be hurt. I will be, like, oh my God, like, oh my, I removed myself from there personally and spiritually. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To understand, like, I know that's not how I want my homes that I'm leaving to my children. I'm breaking that generational curse right there. You
Right.
understand? And so what I'm doing is I'm instilling in my children, as well as keeping, your house. My oldest daughter that lives in Texas, she's Quinn 33 years old. And
Mm-hmm.
I give her everything that, like, here, this, you got a candle lit. When somebody walk into your door, you make sure you pray over that candle and you light that
Mm-hmm.
candle, make them aware that that you are protected. I like everything, and I make sure that she has a sage. Okay,
Wow.
you probably need not to have nobody at the house for a little while. And she's on her stuff. She just, it
Yeah.
has where people, they come like, I don't even know why I can't walk in your door, because you ain't supposed to be here.
Not yet.
No,
Mm-hmm.
you pray about, God, protect me from those that want to come and do ill will and ill intentions to me. You stop them at the door, or you
It's
stop them
real.
at the end of the, what's the name, or don't come. And that's my prayer. When somebody said they coming over and I'm iffy, I said, well,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Let me do this little prayer right now. When I tell
Yeah.
you words and prayer is, that's what when I talk about PRAY and PREY. I don't
Mm.
want nobody just coming into my life that's gonna PREY me. No,
Right.
we've been and done all of that. No, I don't want.
Ooh. I'm
So
so
for
glad you
me,
said that.
yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't do that, for me. But I watched my mom. I remember my mom went back last summer,
Mm.
and she called me and she was just crying. She would call me every day crying, and I said, "Mama," I said, "you got your own home that you got to come back to." I just said, "You just there for a little while." She said, Mama would be so upset. I said, I said, "But guess what? That's not your problem. Matter of fact, you go over Auntie house over there where you supposed to be anyway. You ain't even supposed to be over there.
Right.
Go over there." But I said, there is nothing that we can do. There's
Mm.
nothing that we can do. Nothing.
But for you to let go, that's another power though that you have is the power of letting go is something that we are not taught.
No, no,
You have to find that
no.
yourself.
Yes, yes.
That
And,
comes
and
from a
it-
deeper place.
yeah, and it might not did very fair to a lot of my family members, because I'm a family. I am. But for us to truly build generational wealth and break generational curse, I have to step out. I had to step out, and I can't, because I was that person that I'm bringing everybody along with me. And I
Mm.
had to realize everybody not ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody it's a fear thing. A lot of people are afraid in fear. And so
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm not by myself. God blessed me with somebody
Mm,
that's so amazing who is walking and talking and speaks in me, and
right.
that's the beautiful thing of it all. But with my loved ones, they say, okay, I know what's going on with her. I'm gonna step back. Some don't, but some do. Like, okay, and when I'm done, oh, can I have some of that? And I send them over, a book that I just read or something like that. And I got a few of my aunties that's on this Change Your Life Paradigm
Mm-hmm.
Challenge that I did last year. They're doing it right now and love it. And so amazing. These women older than me, and they were like, My one auntie said, she was like, I can never be too old to get a lesson from someone young. She said, thank you for staying strong in your beliefs.
Mm,
Thank you for staying strong in your belief. Thank you for talking into me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you said that, because I don't think we learn, especially as Black folk, we talk about praying over people, laying hands and these things, but we don't talk about how important it is to speak into people. And if we're talking about mantras and the
Yeah.
power of words, and when I speak into you, I'm developing something in you too.
Yes.
Which means
Yes.
I must be careful with my words, how I
Yes.
say them, when I say them, and what do I want these words to do to you after you're done listening. Because
Mhm.
you heard me. When you hear me, that
Mhm.
opens the gate for manifestation.
Mhm.
So I make sure that I speak very intentionally when I'm angry. I make sure that I come with a heart before my words.
Yes. Yes. Lead in love. Lead
Yes.
in
Yes.
love.
Lead in love.
Lead
Exactly.
in love. So even if I'm about to say something to somebody and I'm almost say, that I love you. So what I say, what I'm
Mhm.
getting ready to say, it's never coming from a malicious thing because I want you to win. And I want everybody to win. We all be up there? Can we all be up there together
Yes.
celebrating? You know what I'm saying? Can we all do it? But what I also realize is that sometimes people don't want that. And I got to be okay with that.
Ooh. See, okay. So this literally, I'm the person that I can listen to what people say because I understand how to channel. I can channel energy and flow. I
Mhm.
naturally do that every day. And I've had to learn when it's my turn to do it, I actually don't do it to people. I don't. When it's my turn to speak, I actually don't, because I'm like, I don't want to put you on a path that you don't even see for yourself.
Mm.
I don't want that much power. I don't want that much power over your life. I need you to have power in your life before, because if you go your path truthfully, you will come back to me, because I know that my intentions in the beginning were pure. Love was led first.
Mm.
And I know that you'll see my heart when you see yourself.
Mm. Oh, I'm going to share something with you. And when you said that, because I always see the potential in everyone that it's just a light that I see in
Mm-hmm.
everybody. And I give them the words that I've always wanted the words said to me when I was younger. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so with my middle baby, I got chocolate babies. I got chocolate queens.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was speaking into her as my auntie used to speak into me. And I tell her, she has a little quirkiness, a little awkwardness, and I'm telling her to own that, own who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was speaking into her, I'm like, okay, my girls are good. Fast forward, she was now in college, and I didn't know that me speaking into her put so much pressure on her that she had to be
Mm,
everything that I spoke into her.
yeah.
I didn't know that. And when she told me that, all I can do is take accountability and say, you know what, baby, I am so sorry. Because that was never my intentions. My intentions was to show you how wonderful you are, even in this moment. And you telling me that is
Mm-hmm.
courageous. That is amazing.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That is amazing that
Yeah.
you even said that and didn't you recognize that, but also that you went and got somebody to help you to find the words to be able to express it to me. So I'll take that. I take that and I understand. So when you just said that, I say he is so right.
Mm-hmm.
You are so right on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna listen, But then they're like, I'm like, okay, thank you for saying anything. That was a lot for me. I'm going to reflect on it, but I appreciate that. But what do you got to say? I'm like, I want you to be kind to yourself, and I want you to heal always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm learning that I do not need to be the God in your life
Mm-hmm.
because I need my own God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't need to be your God. I don't
Yeah.
need to tell you what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much pressure, and that's
Yeah.
too much. That power is way too great for my
Mm-hmm.
human ability at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when I leave this body, maybe I'll have an idea, or I might support you later on. But
Right.
I'm learning the humility of humanity
Mm-hmm.
and that power of grace and awareness that we
Yeah.
don't give ourselves. And so I just love that we're now talking about the power of manifestation through the mantra and our
Yeah.
words. And that personal mantra that you're creating for yourself is going to be challenged in
Yeah.
so many ways. It's going
Yeah.
to be challenged. And so you have to believe in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I love just that you ended it like that. I do. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep talking into you. I don't care.
Look, I like when you say things because I know you good because you know you're real. I was like, you see through me in ways that I was like, I just met this lady. And I need to get out of here. Like they hear me talking kindly, but in the inside, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's looking at me saying words. I have to make sure I know I'm ready for this. So I'll be ready. I was like, whew, I need to read a
Oh
book.
my God, it was so. I'm laughing because the other day I had an amazing Orpheus Black. He's like a brother to me. He's in the BDSM world. He's a master. He is a master of it. And he said, "Keep on going out there doing God's work." I looked at him. I said, "He's shady." He was like, "No."
Yeah, I feel like I'm like, whew. I was like, this is time. It's time today. The attention you bring is something is fierce. The intention you bring. I make sure my picture is empty when I'm around you. You're gonna fill my picture up. So I was like, I make sure I'm ready. I make sure I'm ready. I'm ready for all the intention.
I don't realize it. I promise you, I don't. Everything be so just like it just be so pure and just so just like come on, like you know. But
I hope you understand that you're meant to be here.
yeah. You I've just learned. Can I be honest? I just really seen it. I just really
Okay.
seen it. Just really
Okay.
seen it and understanding everything. When I'm telling you stuff become, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I got it. That's why I'm enjoying this ride, Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Will, I am
Mm-hmm.
enjoying all of this. And that's what I said, when rebirth, this year
Yeah.
rebirth. Oh,
This is a celebration.
yes. Yes. And I
You
love,
get to live again.
oh,
You get to
yes,
live again.
yes, yes, yes. And I'm loving to ride this with, so it's opened me up to new relationships, to
Mm-hmm.
new communities, to new spaces, to new places. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Having me to open up to where my awareness and just knowing. So let me tell you when I really started learning about words being powerful, reading the book, The Four Agreements. I read
Mm.
that book so many times. I remember about 2 years ago at my cousin's wedding, I'm there and I'm talking to him. And I said, y'all need to get the Four Agreements. The brides, but we had the bridal shower. And he was like, really? Yes. So then here come my sister. They call us the double mint twin because we both like 5'10" tall. We both got locks. We both, well, she got both of her side shade. I got one side. We in both of
Uh-huh.
us. Both of us on our spiritual journey because we was meant to do that together.
Mm-hmm.
That is my really my twin tower. And then
Yeah.
I know. And so we both, and they like, why did everybody get that book? Why is everybody? Because we was talking about them, how powerful the words that you say, that we don't know that when we are talking and we are belittling each other in ourselves, do you know how hold on to somebody just as your
Mm-hmm.
parents did you?
Yes.
And my aunt was sitting there and she was like, girl, I can't stand your stanky, beautiful ass because you know you.
That's how you know it's real.
Right. She went and got all of the books for all of her daughters. She has 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 5 girls.
Oh wow.
5 girls. Yeah, 5 girls. And she said, yeah, I had to because the words that be coming out of their mouths. And she
They
said,
need
I
a
gotta
book.
check myself too. Yes, yes, yes.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. So with me, this journey in I love to read books. And when you reading them now, just put
Mm,
yourself in these books. When I say
yes.
that, put yourself in these
You
books.
time travel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The book I'm currently reading, I'm reading 10 books right now, but the main book that I'm into is Things You Can Only See When You Slow Down.
Mm.
And it changed the entire way I look at any type of interaction in my life. Things you can only see when you slow down. And it's true that the power of seeing everybody in slow motion,
I like
it
that. Yeah.
it changed what peace meant for me. We talk about, oh, I'm protecting my peace. We always say that all the time. But
Mhm.
like when you slow down in time with people
Yeah.
and they don't even know that you're slowing down, you see them in so many different ways that they'll never see themselves. And then you give them the one word or the one sentence that lets them continue their day.
Mm. I
Yeah,
like
I just
that.
it's a beautiful book, and
Yeah. This might be
I love
next on my list. On
it.
my list. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
yeah.
loved it. I got the Audible too, and with it, so I listen to it and I read it, and it's different when you read it. It's just like you actually slow down with the book.
Yeah.
Then you start reading slower, and I'm like, dang, I only read 5 pages. But I feel like I've been in this for a while. I'm a fast reader, but I was like, this it really does give you what you need. So I read that book faithfully, especially with my clients. I try to remember that with my clients because they come in with trauma urgencies, and they trauma is displaced time, so emotionally
Mm.
displaced time. So I'm learning how to refragment, right? Take
Right.
that broken vase and turn it into something beautiful. So it's learning how to like really slow down with them, and what does it
Nice.
really mean for their wellness.
Nice. I love that. I love that.
Mhm.
Oh, we have come to the end of our time right here. This has been a great conversation.
It was. I missed it. This was a good way. This was good. This is
Yeah,
good.
this has been good. You know what, family? Today conversation has been so inspiring. It truly has. Creating your personal mantra is such a powerful way to align your thoughts and your actions and intentions for this year. Dr. Will, as always, thank you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, your practical tips, and your guide with us. Just guiding us through this process has been amazing. Do you have any last words that you want to give to our listeners?
Yes, be kind to yourself and heal always. That's a mantra, by the way.
Yes. I love that. I love that. All right, listeners, don't forget to download this year Rebirth Workbook. It includes prompts to help you to craft and integrate your mantra into your daily life, as well as I would love to hear what your mantras are. So share them on social media with the hashtag season of self-love. Also, hashtag mindset Mondays. Also, hashtag tips from Dr. Will. All right, my beautiful people. Again, next week, we're starting with a whole new
Mm.
series, Cultivating Self-Compassion. You definitely don't want to miss this. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have an amazing, amazing day. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovering and empowerment here at the Season of Self-Love podcast. Remember, embracing self-love is a continuous journey, and we're so glad to have you with us. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a review. And don't forget to join our community on Facebook at Season of Self-Love. Connect with like-minded individuals who are also on their self-love journey. Now, if you have any questions or topics that you'd like for us to explore, we love to hear from you. Email us at seasonofselflove@gmail.com and let your voice be heard. So until next time, take a moment for yourself today and remember, you are worthy of love, joy, and all the beautiful things that life has to offer. Have a good one.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability, ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, It's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.